Well. Here we are again.
Welcome back, us.
Welcome back, us. and anybody else who's here. Welcome to the Wit and Grit podcast. We're going to be doing this one quick. I don't know if you could tell by us trying to fit it in on a Saturday morning instead of Friday afternoon that we are short on time.
A little off schedule this week, but we're making it happen anyway.
But we got to get you guys the content you want. The F1 drama is peaking. Max Verstappen has almost done it. Oscar Piastri has amazingly undone it. And it seems like everyone in the world is just cheering on Lando Norris to do it. And I just don't, glory should be taken. It should be earned. You don't need to just be given something. Everybody wants to just give Lando this championship. He's going to have to earn it. We're going to tell you all the possible ways he can do that coming up, and we're going to go over our NFL best bets. I have the fresh from the system, and Sean's going to give us the human perspective and say, no, that's stupid, or no, I like that. It'll be exciting. Those are his exact words, too.
Welcome to Wit and Grit, where Ian and Sean break down sports betting, pop culture, or whatever's on their minds. The Wit and Grit Podcast.
Well. Okay. F1. We've been effing around with F1 all season. We've had a good time talking about it this year. We started the season a little late, but I think it's safe to say this is an F1 podcast now. We're going to be covering this going forward, along with our NFL action, and maybe one day we'll talk about basketball again.
Who knows? I am actually, funny you say that, I'm wearing a Hornets shirt right now.
There you go.
They just came off a win.
I'm watching the Nuggets, like I'm catching the games. I'm seeing them, do really good. But I'm done trying to bet when it's going to happen.
I know we're not staying on NBA at all, but I think we may have missed our chance to see the Nuggets Hornets game that we've been going to the past few years.
We did.
Yeah. We've been really
I think
busy,
it's it might be tomorrow. It might be today.
I was going to say, I think it's very soon or happened very recently. One of the two.
But I have a gig today, or it's on a day I had a gig. So I remember looking it up before I even texted you, and I was like, never mind.
Yep.
Somebody was like, oh, you can see the other game. It's like, oh, fly to Denver.
Yeah, let's go to Denver to watch Charlotte get there.
Yeah, let's go to Denver to watch the Hornets. We travel, bro. We travel for these. We're the nest. We're the
I would be the
nest.
only Hornets fan in that arena.
Yeah. People would be so nice to you.
Yeah, like, oh
man, I can't believe you're supporting them.
Good for you.
Let's get to the grid.
Let's do it.
3-way title fight.
Yes.
The table today. Lando Norris 408, Max Verstappen 396, Oscar Piastri 392. So the math is pretty simple here. If Lando Norris finishes on the podium, that's first, second, or third, he's world champion, period. Second only works if Norris is 8th or lower, Piastri doesn't for Verstappen. So Max Verstappen needs to win, but that doesn't seem to be a problem for him. If he wins and Norris is second or third, it's for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, so he not only has to win, Norris has to have a bad race, for Norris. Yeah, what would be a bad race for him?
As a good F1 fan, I know a good friend of ours who's an F1 fan. Maybe that would make more sense in English.
There you go.
Steve was telling me, you never know. Lando Norris could disqualify himself in the first lap. He could wreck up the first lap, and then it's a wide open.
We saw what happened in Vegas with the measurements, getting both of those drivers DQ'd. That's something you have to look out for.
And that's after the race too. So
exactly. So we might have this situation where it's like, yay, Lando did it. And then they're like, actually, no, he didn't. Max did it.
You might be watching NFL on Sunday and then be getting an alert on your phone telling you, actually, this is the champion.
Yeah, the new F1 champion announced. Sorry about that, everybody.
I'm assuming they would give him the trophy at this race, that if you find out you didn't win, do you do that whole celebration, or you just for not?
No, right? Or just ship Max the trophy at that point. I don't know.
I'm old enough to remember. I'm old enough to remember when Oscar Piastri was leading this thing.
Right, old enough to remember. Well, it was. I was just gonna say it was. Several weeks ago we were talking kind of potentially how this could shake out, and you were like, "I think it would be cool to see Max kind of come from behind out of nowhere and sneak up on this and make it interesting, and not just have one of the McLaren drivers run away with it." And you're getting what you asked for there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the implication of McLaren trying to be the only team that's not going to favor one driver over another, let them both compete, and then just have Max Verstappen sweep them off their feet and take it.
Yeah, I mean, it might be what we're going to see.
Red Bull's second driver's so bad he's not in the next year lineup. Yuki's out.
It's just Max at this. It's Max and some other guy now. Like, I know it's Yuki or whoever it's going to be, but like this team's carried by Max.
I think Hajar's moving up to Red Bull.
Yeah, I believe so. But
so that'll be tight.
Yeah.
Or he'll be terrible, and we'll be like, "Why did you take him off Racing Bulls? Put him back." So,
this race is what 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, right? On Sunday morning, I should say. Okay.
Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern.
Right.
A lot of people will be doing rewatches, so we'll try not to ruin everything.
And quali has already happened, or that's today?
Quali probably just wrapped up. If you go search for the poll results and tell me who's on poll.
Sure.
I haven't even had a chance to compute it yet.
Yeah, let's do it.
Our NFL bets took so much of my time, and F1 really let me down last week. Did you follow our bets? I hope not. They were terrible.
They were terrible.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to tell you Piastri's path.
Okay.
He has to win. Norris has to finish 6th or worse, and Max cannot outscore him.
Okay.
Hold on. Somebody was just calling me. Dylan's calling me for some reason. That's weird. All right. So Piastri, he has to win. Norris has to finish 6th or worse. Max cannot outscore him. So Piastri could be doing really good. Norris could be disqualified, and all of a sudden Max will still be ahead of Piastri, and Oscar will just be so mad. And he might, one of these drivers feeling this entire championship slip away in a single race might screw up. And I just don't feel like it's going to be Max.
Yeah. I do have the qualifying results.
Give them.
All right. Pole position is Max, number 1.
Oh!
Immediately followed by Lando, and then Oscar in 3. Those are the important ones. So we've got the big 3 starting in the top 3.
Wow. I wish I'd already bet on Max to win. Now it's worth nothing.
Yeah. And then you got Russell, Leclerc, Alonso, pulling up the next 3 spots there.
The strategy is going to be interesting for every other team because they know they're not going to win the Drivers' Championship, but they could still possibly have something to win or lose in the constructors race.
Right.
F1 had a really good article about like what other teams might be trying, like, what teams want out of this race, like what is good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see, but yeah, you're right. All 3 important drivers are in the top 3 already.
That's exciting. That start is going to be electric.
We may not have any F1 best bets this week because I'm afraid with only 3 of them having skin in the game that I don't know if I can bet on them to be dependable. Everyone else.
Right.
Like all the other drivers.
Oh yeah. No,
they might get out of the way. They might do like gentleman stuff, and I just can't bet on that.
Like let the 3 of these guys figure it out. We're just having a good time sort of thing. Yeah.
Right. We don't want to get in the way. You don't want to be the story all off season.
Exactly.
How you cost somebody the championship.
Right. Like Gasly crashed into Lando or something. Like
It's been 9 minutes. Let's go to the best bets.
Let's do it. What you got?
Commanders plus 2.5 at Vikings is a 1.5 unit bet.
Okay. I like that one. I think I saw that one. We joined some pick 'em pool recently, and not to spoil my picks, but I do think I liked that one.
Yeah. And we covered it last week how Washington is dead last in the luck rankings. They took my Broncos to overtime, and if Marcus Mariota had had a little bit more protection, they would have won that game. They had us beat on the play, but the reason they had them beat is because Nick Casa Bonita, was coming right in his grill, knocked that ball down. Stadium was electric, at least my side of the stadium.
Yeah, no, that was a good game.
It was a great game. I can't believe I've seen Marcus Mariota live twice in a freezing cold game. he plays at DC and Nashville. How did that happen? Like,
I had a friend that was at the Panthers game, the Rams-Panthers game, that was actually very good. He's not even a football fan. He went with, I think, his girlfriend's company or something, and he was like, I was so into that game. I was like, that sort of game is why people love this sport. And he was like, yeah, I kind of get it.
yeah, exactly. The underdog coming back.
Yeah.
So Minnesota's 20th in the luck rankings. It's a pretty massive gap from 32nd, as I covered. Washington is last. Historically, big luck splits. The unlucky side covers 59% against the closing spread. We also have the offensive line mismatch. Commanders 8th, Vikings 24th.
Ooh.
The Commanders defensive line is 20th, and the Vikings defensive line is 12th. So slight edge to Minnesota over the Commanders there. Well, not really.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It's actually dead. It's actually tied. I don't know why I was saying. I mean, I'm just saying that the Vikings defensive line being 12th is a little bit scary, but the Commanders having the 8th best offensive line doesn't worry me too much.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna. I don't think the Minnesota pass rush is going to be the thing that changes the game anyway. You know?
Yeah, Brian Flores thinks it will be.
Yeah, we'll see.
Plus, the
Jaden
Minnesota
Daniels
quarterback room.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead. Say
I
it.
was just Jaden Daniels is the wild card here, if you ask me.
Is he going to be playing?
I don't know. I believe so. Let me see.
Look him up.
I thought you had said that a moment ago, but I'll double check.
I believe he's back, but I don't know. I've got to admit, when the system pushed out our best bet was a Commanders game, I was like, what?
He's playing.
Yeah, we like Jaden Daniels better than both the Vikings quarterbacks. The only part of this that worries me is the fact that we haven't had a good read on JJ McCarthy when he's going to be good. Usually we fade him and he does good. So hopefully JJ McCarthy doesn't come back and be like, look at me, I was worth drafting.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we like Washington at minus 1.5, you said. Okay, cool.
Yep.
What else you got?
Rams minus 7.5 at the Cardinals. Rams on a bounce back spot. It's a 1.5 unit bet.
That is a big spread.
It's a big spread.
Game.
It's a big one. What are your
and
thoughts?
The Rams did just lose to the aforementioned Rams-Panthers game. I mean, you're trusting the Rams to bounce back from that in a big way against a bad Arizona team?
Exactly.
I mean, I could see it, but it is also a little scary, right? Because they did just lose to a Panthers team that still a lot of people don't believe in. Arizona, I mean, they've kind of reached the point in the season where they're playing spoiler, right? I mean, I don't know. It feels a little trappy.
Rams defensive line is 4th. Cardinals offensive line is 23rd.
That's not great.
Rams offensive line is 3rd. Cardinals defensive line is 22nd. This is one of our biggest two-way line of scrimmage advantages on the entire slate. Arizona is missing a ton of real weapons, both their top running backs, Marvin Harrison Jr., Christian Jones, Walter Nolan, Max Melton. A lot of people are injured. The Rams have some questionables too, but it's like Tutu Atwell, Poona Ford, you know?
Right.
Sean McVay is 12-4-1 against the spread versus Arizona.
McVay does run that division, as we discussed a couple weeks ago.
7-1 straight up and against the spread in Arizona. 7-1, you hear that? And 6-0 straight up and against the spread as a road favorite in Arizona. He's actually never lost the spot.
That's pretty crazy.
That's the reason. I believe in this one more than the Washington pick, even though the Washington pick graded out higher. I don't understand why. They're both 1.5 unit bets, but it listed Washington first. So,
yeah, I think the win.
Here's what you were saying.
Feels a little scary.
The bounce back systems love the spot. Good team off a bad loss versus a team on a losing streak, and teams off a loss of a 7+ point favorite are 83, 58, and 3 against the spread since 2015. Okay, so you in?
I guess so. I think so, because the Rams, I do still think, are kind of a Super Bowl caliber team. It's just like, it's a spot where I think I could look back and say I told you so if it falls apart, but I think I trust it.
Yeah, I'm just saying that Rams clearly can't stop the run, right? That's what the Panthers did to gash them.
Yeah, you know what? I can't be that on the fence about it. That was a weak answer. Yeah, I trust the Rams. The Rams are going to get it done.
The top running backs for the Cardinals aren't even playing.
Yeah.
Do you taste well water? Do you feel like you taste any well water?
I don't.
What?
What? Huh?
We're going back to the well. Texans plus 3.5.
Oh, okay.
What?
Texans are kind of having a good second half of the season, though.
Exactly. They helped us last week. That was our only bet that worked last week.
Yeah, that's Sunday Night Football at Kansas City.
And we're getting plus 3.5 on the Texans. So we don't need the Chiefs to lose. We just need them to win by a field goal like they love to do.
Because they're already kind of in their playoffs, the Chiefs. I mean, with the way AFC is, with the way the West is, I mean, they drop another game, they might not make it.
Texans defensive line is second. Chiefs offensive line is 21st. Texans offensive line has climbed to 18th. Chiefs defensive line is 21st. So they're 21st on both lines.
Yeah.
Houston has edges on both. Mahomes is on a 4-game against the spread losing streak and 9-15 against the spread since last November. That would make him the least profitable quarterback in the league over that stretch.
Yeah.
Chiefs are 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 versus defenses allowing less than 20 points per game. Houston fits the good defense bucket. D'Amico Ryans is 11-5 against the spread after AFC South games and 8-4 against the spread after a straight-up win. Now, both teams are on the unlucky side, so this isn't really a pure luck angle. It's more trenches and fading on an overtaxed favorite, which is the Chiefs. So that's only a 1-unit play on the Texans plus 3.5. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little worried. I mean, you've also got the Texans fighting for a playoff spot as well. I mean, they're hoping to win that division in the South, but just kind of a wounded, so to speak, Kansas City team still coached by Andy Reid that is probably, I would hope, realizing that they might miss the playoffs altogether. Like that's in Kansas City. That's a team I'm kind of afraid of.
They need to.
A wounded Kansas City, a wounded, scared Kansas City. I don't like putting my money against. But like I on the other side, Houston, like their only shot is probably winning that division.
If we're gonna start making our bets based on who we think wants it more, we're never gonna get it. Right?
I know.
They all want to win. It's millions of dollars.
I'm just trying to feel it out here, talk it out, and feel out which way I really think is gonna go. Like,
think about it for a second while I give you something gross to think about.
Okay.
Saints plus 8.5 at Bucks. 1-unit play.
That's Saints plus 8.5 at Bucks.
Plus 8.5. The Bucks are the 6th luckiest team. The Saints are 25th. Sizable luck gap. Since 2018, the Saints are 15-6-1 against the spread on the road versus the NFC South. 8-0 against the spread as road underdogs. I believe they covered against your Dolphins last week. The Dolphins should have beat them up, but Tua kept making mistakes and let them hang around.
Terrible game out of Tua. God, man. Thank God for Devon Achane. Somebody give that man a raise.
I'm just telling you, yeah.
I'm going to go Houston. The team that hasn't had it yet, rather than the team that feels like they have it to lose. I think Houston's gonna take care of business. Anyway, Bucks are gonna take care of business against the Saints as well in Tampa Bay.
They're not going to win by 9.
I think they are.
You win. Look up any Bucks game they've done that.
No, I know. But I mean,
Baker Mayfield's in a sling. Bucky Irving's been back for a game. Who's going to catch the ball for him? The Tampa has failed to cover 7 straight at home versus New Orleans. How about that?
If Tampa
even while going 2-1 outright, even when they won 2-1, they don't cover the spread in 7 straight games against the Saints. It's a divisional game, Sean.
No, I know, which you didn't seem to be super worried about with the Rams and the Cardinals. I'll remind you.
No, because he owns that division. That's what I'm saying. He owns that division. Tampa doesn't cover against the Saints. It's the same logic, actually. McVay always beats the Cardinals,
I don't know.
and the Saints always cover and lose to the Bucks. So Baker at home, historically brutal, 22, 34, and 1 against the spread at home. He's the worst of 134 quarterbacks in that span.
Right.
So I'm just saying, you got to think cover, not win.
10, I know. Yeah.
Saints last 3 games, sub 200 passing yards allowed each time, and the teams in that defensive form as a divisional dog are 4-0 straight up against the spread in that sample cited. So the Saints defense is doing its job.
Right. enough.
They're a team that's got 2 wins, but they've got a rookie head coach. They didn't expect to be good this year. They've got hope. They're not hopeless. This isn't a team waiting for everybody to get fired and start over next year.
Right. I don't know. Of all the ones we've talked about, I think I like this one the least. I think I'm pretty.
No Mike Evans, no Jalen McMillan. The Bucks have the worst edge. I don't know what you like about them, other than the idea that you love Baker and the Bucks from history. But like, you should take a close look at them now. That girl from high school that you had a crush on got 20 years older since then, and now you need to take a closer look at her.
I was right on Baker last week.
We weren't. Were we wrong?
No, I'm just saying I was right. If we were both saying if he plays, then
they would win. That's true.
Yep.
Against the Cardinals.
Right. Oh, you mean another team with what? 2 wins?
A team from the NFC that are there were
3 wins.
A team from the other side of the country who doesn't care about them, or a team that is their coaches are paid to beat the Bucks. Like the Saints coach, Kellen Moore didn't get that job without a plan to beat the Bucks. Like that was the whole thing.
Raymond James is going to be crazy. Like if Tampa Bay even slips up a little bit, Carolina's right there, ready to pounce and win that division and get a home playoff game. Like Bucks are going to.
I hope the Saints beat them. I hope the Saints beat them now. Now I hope the Saints just beat them. I'll take 8.5 points of cushion though. No, just for you, just so you have to watch it and explain it next week because you're taking such a hard. I'm giving you all these reasons not to trust the Bucks. So you're like, but the Bucks should win because Bucks win usually.
It's almost like the podcast is called Wit and Grit, and it's like 2 opposing, philosophies.
It's a little bit like that.
Yeah. Anyway, what else you got here, man? I know we're still a little short on time this afternoon.
Secondary edges. I'll give you both of these. We'll see if you like either. All right. Steelers +6 at the Ravens.
Yeah, I think so.
All the fire Mike Tomlin talk.
Right. Yeah, I think this is a spot where he reminds everybody why he's still the head coach.
Titans +4.5 at the Browns.
Oh, gross. I don't want to.
It said half a unit only if you want the gross. That's literally what the computer said to me.
ESPN has tickets listed as low as $6.
The Titans match the scored less than 3 last game bounce back angle, which has hit 59% against the spread historically. They also fit the bad game advantage system. I mean, yeah, this one's gross. I don't know how to take that. I can't bet on the Titans anymore.
Me neither. And I like Cleveland's defense enough, and it's a home game. I imagine it's Shador again, and I know he's not really turning any heads, but a home game against a bad team, maybe a spot where he kind of has a decent game. So yeah.
So we don't mind the Steelers, but you're gonna take the 4.5 on the Browns. Whoa.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
it's wild. All right, well, let's see. Do we have any money lines we like? Obviously, the Commanders, the Texans, and the Saints would be good because I'm already taking them against the spread. But
I like the Dolphins.
You like the Dolphins against who? The Jets?
Yep.
I'm not going to touch that.
Yeah, fair enough. Fins won 3 in a row, 4 out of the last 5. Starting to kind of look a little better. The Tua had a bad game last week, but in general, teams looks like they're starting to play a little bit better together. And the Jets are the Jets.
I don't know. The Jets won last week. They win again this week, I think. I think they're on a winning streak now.
You got a Jets win streak in your bag?
Tyrod Taylor. We always talk about how he never got his chance. This is it now. He won last week. Watch him go on a winning streak and just make it hard to draft his replacement. Every angle you've had for this game today has been about motivation. Tyrod got his job at the Chargers stolen by a doctor puncturing his lung.
That was crazy. That's still such a crazy.
That's nuts. And now Justin Fields is inept and he gets to play for the Jets and bring a steady hand. And
yeah,
nothing to lose. It's playing spoiler. Who did I hear that from earlier?
I don't know.
So those are our best bets for the NFL. Just to recap, Commanders +2.5 at the Vikings is a 1.5 unit play. Rams -7.5 at the Cardinals is another 1.5 unit play. Texans +3.5 at the Chiefs. Ballsy play of the week, 1 unit. And then the dudes are scared pick of the week. Saints plus 8.5. He's taking the Bucks minus 8.5. The Bucks have to win by 9 to make Sean correct. Everybody remember that if you watch the game. And then we wouldn't mind throwing in Steelers plus 6 on a whim. We didn't give you a lot of strong reasons, but there's some trends that back it up. Steelers defensive line is 3rd. Ravens offensive line is 13th. And there's a pit edge on the other one, too. Ravens defensive line is 31st. And the Steelers offensive line is 9th. The Ravens do not have pressure this week or this year.
This week.
I mean, that might be right. That might have been a prediction.
We got if you're interested in over-unders, I know we said it's a gross game, but Tennessee, Cleveland, the over-under's 33.5. That's pretty low for an NFL game. So
yeah, usually if it's under 38, it actually hits under.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's because they're usually right.
I like Baker 2 or more touchdowns as well. You can get almost even money on that.
He didn't care at all. He didn't care at all that I just said the Saints aren't allowing more than 20 points in a game. And he's just said, you know what? Bucky Irving's back and the Bucks are running a ton, but I'm going to pick Baker to get 2 touchdowns.
That's right.
So I disagree with that. I don't know if you can tell.
No, for sure. I can tell.
I can't wait to watch the race. I can't wait to put in some of these bets. Make sure you follow us on Pickett. Follow me at All In with Ian. You can subscribe to our Substack. You can read about these. I'm going to try to get these posted later. The podcast heard it first. And All In with Ian Sunday mornings on sportsradioVA.com. Roanoke and Lynchburg, you can listen on 101.1 FM, 107.5 FM in Lynchburg.
Do you want to go read the disclaimer real quick? I don't know if that's like something that we should just always throw in to be safe.
The Wit and Grit podcast includes gambling-related discussion, opinions, and advice intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. We, Ian in Virginia and Sean in North Carolina, are not attorneys, financial advisors, or licensed bookmakers. Nothing said on this podcast should be taken as professional or legal advice. Listeners are solely responsible for their own gambling decisions. Always gamble legally and responsibly. We're not liable for any losses, decisions, or actions taken based on the content of this show. Need help? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. And remember, unit size, unit size, unit size. That's why I'm telling you how much we believe in each of these bets. Like, if the Commanders and the Rams clear, everything else could miss. And ideally, we still have a positive day because we trusted our unit size.
That's right.
And what's a unit, Sean?
10% of your budget.
Boom. 10% of your weekly bankroll, the money you've set aside to gamble, your budget, whatever you want to call it. I'm just using synonyms to make it clear.
Synonyms can make it more confusing.
It is the season for synonyms.
For what?
Cinnamon.
All right. Well,
synonyms.
We will. Hey, we're seeing each other in like 48 hours or so. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, and that's going to be pretty exciting.
Next week to do another episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Portugal the Man. We'll be there live, Asheville.
Let's
Come find us.
We'll be there. All right. Everyone have a good week. Talk to you soon.
Peace.